What up, what up, what up, y'all? Y'all already know who it is. It's your boy Young SMOOVE. That's me. Let's go. Yo, I'm coming at you with some of the hottest, dopest interviews from my city, your city. You already know what it is. And not to mention the fact, I got my R&B only that I'm coming back to on TikTok. Where we jam out to the hottest R&B. Keep in mind, we're going to chop it up, hear about the latest and greatest in hip-hop and more with my good friends and good times. And if you ain't watching, what's wrong with you, bitch? Either way, push the damn button and let's start the show. Yeah, let's go. What up, what up, what up, y'all? Y'all already know who it is. It's your boy Young SMOOVE. That's me. Let's go. Y'all know how we do. So once again, I'm back for another interview series. And what y'all don't know, what y'all will find out on the back end, your boy has been cranking these bitches out. Okay, I have been cranking them the fuck out, and this one is no exception. Okay, today we're kicking it with one of Baltimore's most consistent storytellers, an MC who carries the golden era torch while still putting his own city struggles and triumphs on the map, from the Ivory Stoop to the Baltimore housing projects, criminal discourse, and now jacked for the city. Okay, he painted cinematic portraits of the city streets with a pen sharper than a blade, with collaborations from legends like Havoc. My God, today we're gonna talk about that. Cool G Rap, Styles P, and Skyzoo. He's proven his lane in real hip hop is solid. Baltimore, make some noise for Mr. J Royale in the building. Let's go. Yeah, you didn't expect that you was gonna get a real.
Bro, I'm very happy to be. I did not. Yo, that was yo. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the accolades, you know what I'm saying? It's like I really try to sidestep all that because, you know, like the clout chasing is so big now. So it's like to hear somebody like remind you of your accolades sometimes. It's just like, I did do that. Oh, you're right.
Like I did
keep
that.
going.
I did
Like,
that.
Let me hear more. Like, yeah, I did that. That was big.
Speaking of which, we're gonna talk hip hop for a quick second. Let's we got into the accolades before we get everything else. Are you not excited about this motherfucking Mobb Deep project that's coming out?
Oh yeah. That's family business, man. Rapinoid, Havoc, you know what I'm saying? The big bro.
When I tell you watching that shit on the Joe and Jada, watching that on the Joe and Jada show, that shit had me in tears. That shit had me in tears. I was like, and we haven't heard
Nas back and all of that.
Exactly. And it's like we hadn't had
Nas
Prodigy's voice in so long. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, oh my God, I missed it.
And just Queens, just you know, like Queens, the Queens era was just so big to hip hop. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, you know, that sound. So, you know, you gotta thank Nas just for making it where he's made it, and you know, like reinvigorating the sound. You know what I'm saying? Giving back and saying, nah, bro, it's not over. It's not over till it's over, type of thing. You know what I'm saying?
That reminds me.
Just with the Mobb.
That reminds me. I'm gonna send you my OG's new style playlist that I put together. This shit has everybody on it, and I took everything from like 2020 until now. So it was all they stuff from now. I got the Locks, I got Jada, I got Chic, I got Styles, I got Snoop is on there, fucking Mad Busta Rhymes shit is on there, and it really just kind of put together all of that style, that charisma of that time. Like,
you know, it really, the playlist really ain't shit unless J Royale.
Well, see what had happened was, I'm had to put the shit on there. You know what I'm saying? But I can only use 2020 and beyond shit. That's all I'm saying.
I can dig it. You know what I'm saying? I'm the new A. We give you that sound, that feel. It's that feel, bro. That golden.
That golden era.
That feel.
So that golden era. What was the golden era for you? Because I know what it was for me. What does that golden era feel like for you?
Well, see, it's different. It's different versions of the golden era for me, because there's a golden era of my would-be rap career. then there's a golden era of, what I was influenced by. So I'm gonna go with
Okay.
that, because that, what I'm saying, is less about me, the entity, and it's more about how I became it. Does that make
Mm-hmm.
sense? So, the golden era to me is more like the Loud Records
Mm.
catalog, Big
Yep.
Pun, a lot of the
Yep.
Wu Tang Clan, a lot of the Raekwons,
Mm.
the Ghost Faces, you know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? The Nas's,
Speaking of
and
which,
like we just said, yeah,
hold on
yeah,
to
Mobb Deep,
yeah,
yeah,
back
yeah, that, that,
yeah,
that, you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Yeah, we love it.
Like all of
So
that.
it's
Mm-hmm.
just golden era lyricism, you know what I'm saying? Not just saying it, but you really being mindful and taking pride on how to
Yeah.
say it is a thing, you know what I'm saying? Whereas though it's like, yeah, to say a line is one thing, but to say a line that people would wanna and have to
Right.
rewind a couple of times to put it together, that's an amazing thing to me,
Like
you know what I'm
you
saying? So it's
like you
like,
pussy he dick y'all neighbors. Like
y'all, yeah,
you have
y'all
to say
neighbors.
it.
That was
Like
a shout out to Jada Kiss.
love Jada.
Shout out to
Love
Jada Kiss,
Jada.
cause yeah, shit
Yeah.
like that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Witty ways to say regular degular
Yeah.
shit is, you know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, man. I love that. I just hung on to that
Yeah.
era, and I was always influenced by it. And just the East Coast rap. You know what I'm saying? East Coast
It's
lyricism
nothing like the East Coast.
stole
It's
my
nothing
heart.
like the East Coast. Like I
Yeah.
was okay. So I was the
Yep.
person that I worked at FYE and I worked at Sam Goody. Yes, I'm showing my age. Judge your mama.
Oh,
so
fire. Yeah,
so
yeah,
I
yeah.
actually
I
did.
stole from there. I
Me
stole I
too,
stole
nigga. How you
music
think I
from a
got all these
prior life.
CDs?
Yeah,
Like nigga, shit,
I stole music from one of your stores, bro.
shit.
Like, yeah, I'm
You
sorry.
don't
You know
have
what
to
I
be.
mean?
I
I did
was
it. You
stealing
know what I mean?
deliberately. I was stealing deliberately.
There
Okay.
you go. Yeah.
Sorry, artist. I did steal some of this
Yes,
music.
yes,
Fuck you,
yes.
mean shit.
And shout out to y'all though, because okay, what was it?
Hmm.
FYE or Sam Goody was the first store where you could walk in there and I could take the actual CD to whoever was working there and say, yo, I want to hear this.
Yes.
And be able to sit and listen to the whole
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Like, oh
And
yeah,
it wasn't really. It
I'm
wasn't
I'm gonna
always the
steal
whole shit, but
this.
it was like big snippets
I'm,
from each song.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah,
which was
yeah.
really
You
really
know what I'm
cool.
saying?
Yeah,
It's just like, yeah,
I
I'm gonna
think that was
steal this.
Fye that really did that the most. Fye
Yeah,
did that the most.
yeah,
But
yeah. And
I
then
worked in it. Yeah.
Soundgarden is Fells
Yes.
Point. They did
So
it. Yeah,
I
they
worked
would let
at
you. Uh,
Sam Goody in Owens Mills Mall, and then right,
dope.
and then I
Okay.
worked at Fye in Mondawmin.
Oh
Right,
shit.
exactly.
So yeah, the Mondawmin one was probably where
That
a lot of people was getting shit.
man, they
Yeah.
was stealing the shit out of 50 Cent. Do you hear me? Get rich or die trying. No, they
Yeah.
were stealing and dying and die trying on that motherfucker. Like, what is going on?
They was gagging this shit
My
out
God,
everything. Yeah.
today.
Shout out my people. I love my hip hop
Yo, and
heads.
then
Through hella high
yo,
water, a nigga go and get that motherfucker album.
nigga.
I'll tell
And
you that.
but that also
Yeah.
made my musical ear so good because I remember a grandmother came in and she was like, and let me rephrase that. A crackhead came in and she was like, "What's the song?" Be like, "Nah, nah, nah."
A
It was
crackhead.
crackhead, and she was like, "What's the song to be like?" Nah, 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 nah. And all she do was say,
Many
"That's
men.
it,
It was
that's
many
it." And
men.
my ear was so on it,
Yeah,
I was like,
right.
my nigga, many
Many
men.
men.
Like, yeah, it's 50. What you mean? Because my ear was so on it. Like to this day, the way that I don't consume music like everybody else. I listen to full
Right.
projects all the way through.
Yeah.
I have to listen
Yeah.
to it all the way
Yep.
through.
Yeah.
I just can't.
I'm thankful. I'm thankful for people like you, because you know what I'm saying, making the transition from, just like a big hip hop nerd into, embarking into this
Mhm.
arena and walking into the arena of actually, trying to keep up with my hip hop
Yeah,
peers. We take pride in putting together full length projects
yeah,
and things of that matter. So, the people that really tune into J Royale, they get we want to create the dopest listening experience that we
yeah,
can. You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? And that's why I take the approach that I
And I love the
do
fact that
when creating these
I love the
scores.
fact that
Yeah.
artists are putting back in skits. Like skits are
Yes.
fucking
Yeah.
important. Skits are fucking
Yeah.
important. It it
Yeah.
it, it makes
Yeah.
sense.
They are. They tell the
They
story.
do.
They kind of narrate the story,
They
if you
do.
will. You know what
Like
I'm
even like
saying?
with this new
They
Ghostface
they
project.
definitely play
Like
a
Ghostface
part.
just hit us with the skit.
Yes. Yeah. Shout out to
With the
Ghost.
pause skit, I
Yeah.
was like, yo, I'm here for this.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm here
yeah,
for this.
yeah. And then let's say this. So now that we on that subject,
With the
Redman,
Muddy Waters
and
too.
what he did was, yeah, and like what he did with like Doc's the name, and you know what I'm saying, with his like a lot of his later Def Jam
Right.
releases. You know what I'm saying? He had fun. He had fun with his skits, and you know what I'm saying, because there's a difference between like Cameron SDE
Mm-hmm.
skits and Redman, what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying, Doc's the name skits. He tried to imply comedy with his, and then you got like, guys like early Griselda stuff
Right.
where, skits would be, the mob movie or things of that
Mm-hmm.
nature, you know what I'm saying? It's like everybody has their own sort of, niche when it comes to
Right.
skits, you know what I
Like one of
mean?
the things
So yeah,
that
yeah.
I realized that you and I have in common is that like you have a love for like AZ and Nas and Wu Tang, which
Oh
are some
yeah,
of your favorites. Like
yeah. Heavy. Yeah.
my first CD, I always say this was The Firm, and I love The Firm.
Oh
I
wow.
love The Firm. It was the first
Yeah,
CD that
gotta love
I
the
was my
firm.
bad. It was the
Yeah,
first CD that I
yeah,
bought personally with my own
yeah.
goddamn money,
Okay.
and I went out and
I'm about to tell you my age. Jeez.
and first of all, I'm
Go
saying,
ahead,
first of all,
talk
if
your
you're
shit.
saying that you bought a CD, we're old. Let's start there.
Yeah, well, that's a whole arena in
Right,
itself. You know what I'm
right.
saying? And soon the kids are going to look at the CDs sort of like eight
Oh
tracks or
my
something.
god.
But I was in Towson Mall, and me and my homeboy Drew, we were at a standstill because it was Cool G Rap
Hmm.
456, and it was Big L Lifestyles of the Poor and
Dangerous. Yeah.
Dangerous. And we said, all right, one now we only have enough. And we would go into these music stores sort of you know, uh, like going in on a bag of weed,
Yeah.
going in on some
Yep.
alcohol or something.
Yep.
Together, me and this guy probably had like $20, man.
And that's a
And
month CD
at the
back in the
time,
day.
the CDs, yeah, you know what I mean. So one of them had to get got, and one of them had to, had we
Right.
bought. So you know what I mean. Like the Cool G Rap was a given, just because it was G
Right.
Rap. But Big L at the moment was kind of like the
Yeah.
gamble. We've heard about him like through, you know what I'm saying, like Source
Mm.
magazine, and how they was bigging him up, and how
Mm.
many mics he got in the you know what I'm saying, that joint. So I'm like, all right, well, yo, you buy the motherfucking G Rap, and I'm a you know what I'm saying, I'm a gank the Big
Right.
L, because Big L had to come with me, because when we were listening to it, I heard the metaphors he was getting into, and I'm like, oh shit, I'm not leaving this shit on the shelf.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? It was out of the two. And I'm like, all right, yo, bro, buy the G Rat, and I'm gonna gank the Big
Right.
L. And my nigga, I wound up having them both. Like my nigga Drew knew that, I love the
Yeah.
music. So it was
Yeah.
like we did all of this, and he just like, nigga, put them both where they need to be. I know you want to take care of them because I know you care. That's your
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
So it was like, yo, shout out my nigga Drew. Yeah, man, he's still around. Just an ill little story on, what I'm
Yeah.
saying, the introduction of Big L to me. And you know what I'm saying, how we did that, because I wound up, it connects because like my first big break, my brother moved to Harlem,
Mm.
and Big L has a song called
Mm-hmm.
Ebonics.
Mm-hmm.
So what I did was, I was such a lover of Big L's style and grace. I took the Ebonics, the Big L
Mm.
version, and then I said, nah, yo, it's got to be a Baltimore version of this.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I remixed it, and I did it the Baltimore way. And that shit just started taking flame. We shot a video for it and all that shit. So it just started taking, people was just kind of like, oh shit, like, okay, I see what you did there. You
Yeah.
flipped it, y'all Baltimore
Yeah.
slang. And even in New York, like my brother, like I say, my brother used to live on 20th and Freddie
Mm-hmm.
Doug. So, you know what I'm saying? Even the Harlem niggas was like, nah, son, you killed that. So it's just like, all right, now, I'm infiltrating the
Yeah.
Mecca. You
Yeah.
know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So now, me being from Baltimore, I'm back and forth from New York, and everybody's giving me a semi buzz, like, ah, yo, you did that. What's next? I want to hear more. And it's like that's the thing with
Yeah.
hip hop. It's like, yo, this hot shit isn't
Yeah.
enough.
It's not. It's not.
You gotta be a hot
Yeah.
artist. So it's like, for whatever chess move you successfully make in hip hop, you gotta be 10 moves ahead of
Mm-hmm.
yourself. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? In order to stay in the fold. So it's like I learned that at an early age, and I just kept on applying, just verse for verse, turning verses into songs and turning songs into kind of like movie scores, if you
Got you.
will.
Got you. Got you.
And
And I love
yeah,
that. I do
that's
love that
how
in
that
your
came
artistry.
about. So shout out to Big
Yeah, I
L.
do love that in your artistry, which
Yeah,
we'll get
yeah.
into a little bit more later.
Thank you for
You're
that.
welcome. But
Yeah.
growing up in Baltimore, what parts of the city or your upbringing show up the most in your lyrics? Since we are talking about that.
I try to use, the part of Baltimore that I grew up in most was more or less like the York Road, from York Road
To Greenmount.
and Belvedere, where my father
Mhm.
lives, all the way down to like North Ave. My mother used to work on Old York. My aunt lived on Old York,
Mhm.
so Old York, Cold Spring, the Wilson Park area. That was like real heavy where my family was at. So, as you know what I'm saying, it was like I would start my day by Belvedere Square, that 8
Oh
bus
my
and that
god.
44 bus. I jump on them shits, or the 36. I jump on them motherfucking buses, man, and they liable to
First of
have me
all,
any
first of
motherfucking
all,
where,
first
bro.
of all, you're not
You
gonna do this
already
like
know,
this, yo.
yeah.
You're not gonna be out here naming these motherfucking numbers, and these kids don't know shit about these goddamn numbers,
Yeah.
okay?
Right. Before they was color, yo, we was the city. That's a line of
And
mine.
we
I
use
say,
the
yo,
city
we
that
was the
reads.
city link before buses was color
Yeah,
coded. You know what I
yeah.
mean? And I was like, yo, it's like, yeah, man, they know these buses is colors, bro. And I'm like, nah, it was a whole thing, bro. Like, nigga, I used to get shirts made, like with the bus stops
And the route, yeah,
that, you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I felt like, like, because being back and forth from New York, their trains,
But
their trains are
they really do
synonymous
have
to where you're from.
a good system. It's just too many people on
Yeah,
it.
and our bus system used to be the equivalent of the New York,
Yep,
subway transit
yep.
system. So I was like, okay, I saw that. So I used to get 8 bus shirts made, you know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? And you know what I mean? The 8, from Lutherville to Greenmount Avenue to downtown. You know what I'm saying? 44 and the 36. I used to get shirts
Yeah,
made. I used to do the clothing, and used to call it Only in the
yeah,
Hood.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Used to have like Huggy Juices with a pie. Yeah, I did a lot, bro. But like rapping was my thing. It was like I knew I could rap, but then it was like I didn't know how to sell the
yeah.
rap. I ain't know, and Baltimore's tough.
It is.
So
It
it's
is.
like
It's a tough
I'm gonna
market.
get these niggas to I'm gonna get these niggas to listen to my rhymes and shit. So I've been through everything trying to just like market, the rhyme.
Right.
My rhyming was the soundtrack to whatever it is I was trying to do,
Mhm.
wheeling and dealing and shit.
So
So
also,
yeah.
do you remember the first time performing in front of a crowd, and what was the experience like?
Um, Ooh, that was a good one, bro. I think the the wind up space
Oh wow.
or auto bar. It was either the wind up space off North Avenue or auto
Oh my
bar
god.
where I really
I have done that
um
too.
I did a joint with the Gritty Gang. Nah, okay, no, okay. Let me correct myself. It was a spot on Bel Air
Mhm.
Road. It's a fun story too. So the Gritty Gang, it was a little rap crew that I was running around with, and it was a bar on Bel Air Road called Lassans. And speaking of AZ was coming to perform at Lassans,
Why do I
right?
remember this?
So it was like a little. Okay, listen, follow me. It was a little rap competition, and whoever like won this rap
Got a chance to
competition
perform for AZ.
would open up for
Mhm.
AZ, yeah, at
Mhm. I remember
Lassans.
that.
So I did it, and I won it. I won that
Mhm.
shit. But Gritty Gang had a show that same night at Sonar,
Yeah.
So it's crazy because I won this shit. I had the opportunity to open up for AZ, and he was late getting to the venue.
Mm-hmm.
So I opened up. You know what I mean? People loving me. I just wanted to meet AZ, to be honest. And time was ticking, and then it was like, yo, we gotta go. Blah 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 blah. So then I went to Sono, the Gritty Gang, and we opened up with this song we did called Shoebox
Mm-hmm.
Money. It was an amazing experience, but I was heartbroken because I didn't get to meet, the
Mm-hmm.
God.
Mm-hmm.
And then fast forward, I did a track with him,
Mm-hmm.
and it's crazy, bro. So yeah, I want to say Sonar and Lassonge
Well, the first
was
one.
kind of like
Yeah.
my first little run-ins with performing
Yeah.
live.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. And speaking of
yeah,
which, AZ is definitely also on that list as well because his
yeah,
joints,
yeah,
that shit
yeah.
got me through the pandemic.
Oh man, I'm a Pisces. AZ is a
Oh
Pisces.
my god.
So that's how the track happened. But it's crazy because the Pisces in
Yo, can
me,
I tell y'all I love
pause.
y'all, but I can
It
never
was
get rid of
like, you know
y'all?
what I mean?
Can I say I do? I love y'all so much. I can never get never.
Nobody
My
can.
wife is a
You
Pisces. My
can't
dad
shake
is
a
a
Pisces.
Pisces.
Yeah.
One of my other
Yeah, you can't shake
one
a
of the
Pisces.
people I interviewed was a Pisces.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, my god,
We aliens, bro.
y'all
We
are out here.
aliens.
Y'all
We
are out
aliens.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the Pisces that I
Hmm.
am, you know what I'm saying? It's like when the universe would put me in these situations, I'm like, okay, closer. Cause I had a rap friend, and we had a show, and they wanted him to rhyme for AZ.
Hmm.
But I was like, all right, yo, we only want bro to come back. I was like, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? I ain't show no hate or this thing. I'm like, yo, do your thing. I'm posting about it. Yo, my man is rhyming for AZ, da 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 da. But at the same token, I'm thinking to myself, like, oh shit, AZ is on the other end of that door. Now I flicked it up with bro, but I ain't get to like
Chop it up.
show skill and like, yo,
Hmm.
yeah, you know what I'm saying, and that type of
Hmm.
thing. But you know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, I think all of these close run-ins and how I conducted myself in the situation was the higher power saying, nah, you received this blessing. You never overdid
Sure.
it, you never
Yeah.
rushed it, and you was always poised. You was always
Hmm.
poised when you was this close. You never crashed out.
Yeah.
So they gave me the blessing to,
Yeah.
I then collided on a track with bro, and it was like that was the fruits
Yeah,
of that
that
labor,
that
if
that
you
is
will.
then that's
Yeah.
the divine's timing. Like we all,
That's it.
we
That's
all
it.
kind
Yeah.
of get into
Yeah.
position. Like even this, even being able to do this
Hmm.
and chop it up with you, because it came
Yeah.
from so many other people. And like I said, we have so many musical mutual
Right.
friends that it's like, okay, like
Yeah.
when does that happen? And I had to like really go out of that list and say, hey, you know what? Okay, let me make sure I get this. And
It's a beautiful
yeah,
thing,
and
bro.
it's
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
harder
'Cause-
because it's one of those things where you're kind of like, I'm not a
yeah.
nobody, but you know what I'm saying? Like everybody don't really know, and you like,
I am. I am.
yeah,
I stand on that. I'm proud. I'm proud. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Even if you're a famous nobody, it's like, you
true,
know what I'm saying. It's and just to piggy off that. It's just like, uh, okay, your platform, and I'm blessed to be here. It's, you know what I'm saying. This is a blessing within itself. But this is the results of my road
right,
work. Does that make
yeah,
sense?
yeah,
I'm out here each one teach one, listen to the music, tell a friend to tell a friend,
yes,
and my music, the entity of the brand, it fell into your lap to say, oh no, I need this guy
yeah,
on. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Because there are platforms that say, nepotism is
They say,
real.
oh, it
There are platforms that are connected to
is.
people that I'm really not that
Right,
fond of, that are say, Don't have him
yeah,
up there." You
yeah,
know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Or don't have him
yeah.
on your platform. So, it's more than one ways to skin
No,
a
but
cat.
you
So
know
it's
what?
like, as long as
So
I'm out in the
so
street doing my
here's the
thing.
thought process though, and I really want to drive this home so wholeheartedly. Number one,
Hmm.
ain't a damn motherfucking dime that anybody could pay me. Not one. to
Love that.
decide who I'm going to listen
Yeah.
to, who going to be on this motherfucking platform,
Mhm.
or what I'm going to motherfucking say.
I
Like,
love that.
bottom line, like that's always going to be
Yeah.
my shit. Number
Yeah.
one. Number
Yeah.
two,
Stand on
it will
something.
fall for anything. Number two, I
Hmm.
am also a lover of the culture. You understand what I'm saying to you? Like,
There you go.
I've
Right.
never not thought of a day of not having hip hop. Fuck the fact of all the shit that's around me. That was an aesthetic. But
Right.
the actual love for the
Right.
hip hop, the way people put bars together, the way people that think about it, and that's why I'm always on the forward of saying,
Hmm.
yo, there are certain interviews that I'm like, I don't particularly fuck with your shit. Like, why am I lie? You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying to you? And these
Yeah.
are the
Right.
conversations that I
Yeah.
want to have, and this is the feel that I want to
Yeah.
have with my niggas. They be like, yo, real talk, this real
Hmm.
shit. This real shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
That's dope.
it
Yeah.
makes life so much easier. But I never wanted to be part of the, even in the media circuit of it all. I never wanted to be a part of the bullshit, the payola, the
Yeah.
I gotta like
It's
somebody's
real,
shit.
bro.
Like,
Yeah.
fuck that. If I don't like it, I
Yeah.
don't like it. The shit ain't
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Fuck that. If you ain't saying shit, your
Yeah.
shit ain't dope.
It's
And that's
real.
real shit. And that's
Yeah.
real, and
Yeah.
that is real
And
shit.
then
That is real shit.
and that's why, being independent, anything, that's why it's like you really always gotta shake hands and kiss the
Right.
babies, bro.
Right.
Because it's like you really never know who's connected to who, number one. But number two, your network is your net
Right.
worth. So it's just like, I leave, like I post and I know who I love and I know who loves
Mm-hmm.
me. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like I'm aware of the Pisces, like I say, that third eye sees everything.
That's true.
But
That's true.
I never let that get into the way of the final
Right.
destination, or where it is I'm going, where I'm headed. Like nothing you could do or say will sway me of, like, all right,
Yeah.
I understand where I'm going, but the further that I deal with you, I understand your
Yeah.
role in this
Yeah.
journey. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? And it's just like I'm not gonna, I'm not. It's no, I don't have to slander you. I don't have to crash
Yeah.
out or none of
Yeah.
that. But in my heart of all hearts, I know that at some point in time, we were just talking about the buses. At some point in time, you're going to say back door, and I'm gonna stay on this
Right.
bus. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? You're going to get
Right.
off. You know what I
And that
mean?
and that is a
My shit is
that's
the last
Baltimore
stop.
speak. Like, if don't nobody know what backdoor fucking mean,
Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
my God,
Right. Back
today
door.
I used to hate
Exactly.
that
You
shit,
know what
bro. I
I'm
used to hate the
saying?
fuck out of that, bro. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
and then
But
you guys, it's like you
yeah,
guys
that's
saying that
real.
everybody and their mother
It's
looking at you
real.
like, bitch, yes, I have to get off of here.
Right. Right. Back door, nigga, 2 stops
Yo,
ago. I'm supposed to get off at 25th Street,
you
niggas.
playing. Now I gotta walk 3, 4 blocks down the street
we
fucking
got
with you.
we had it on North Avenue.
Unnecessary, yo. I hated that shit.
Opened up on 25th. We on North Avenue. What the fuck? I don't want to catch the
I'm mad.
13,
I'm
nigga.
mad that the shit is $4.25 now. Fuck.
Oh, it's I drive, bro. I wouldn't even know. Like, and then
Yeah.
With Ubers and the hack, man, like, yo, I was a hack nigga, bro. I could leave the house with a monthly bus pass and $40, and I could see the whole Baltimore at one point in time in my life, bro.
Everywhere you need to be.
I can see every nook and cranny of Baltimore. You can wind up in Owens
Right.
Mills and just jumping on the subway. Then you can wind up in Howard
Right.
Street. That made then you can in the harbor, all with $40 and a bus pass, and you can still have fucking
Right.
fun, bro.
Right.
Like those days will never, they'll
Yeah, you
never
might
be
be able to
back,
take a
bro.
bus pass
You
in
know what I'm
like
saying?
$150. Like,
Yeah, exactly. And still wind up somewhere and say, "Yeah, I ran out of money. Let's go
that's a
home."
shame. That is a shame. So
Yeah, it's
let's
real,
get
bro.
into the
We
music
older.
though. Let's get into the music a little bit. So
Let's go,
Jack for
man.
the
Let's
City is
do it.
inspired by New Jack City.
Yeah.
What drew you to flip the story
Yes.
into an album concept? By the way, love that. It is now in my
Thank you
playlist. It's
so
in my
much, bro.
rotation,
Yeah.
by the way.
Yeah. So, okay, so hip hop just the same way that you can get with a couple of homeboys that know their hip hop albums, and let's say you have a favorite song on I Am the Nas
Hmm.
joint, and it's not the favorite song that I. We're going to sit and we're going to decipher why your track is your favorite and why mine is
Right.
mine. With New Jack City, And I have homeboys that they know the culture and they know movies the same way that I do.
But
We'll get
I'm that
together.
person too. Like I'm a fucking
Yeah,
I'm a
yeah,
cinephile, and I'm a black cinephile, to be honest with you.
love it,
Hey
love it.
now.
So we was arguing, and I was thinking to myself like, yo, everybody fuck with Nino, and everybody glorifies Nino, and it hurts him that Nino went out the way he
Hmm.
did. But look what Nino did. Look what Nino did to his crew. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like the egotistical shit, and not to mention, it's like, yo, the reason why Nino became Nino was because of G Money's idea.
Hmm.
And then we started getting into that. G Money's idea was saying, like, yo, let's stop selling the petty, weed and the coke shit. Let's get into this crack
Right.
shit. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So then and Nino was just like, maybe we should do this.
Hmm.
Did it. And it seems like every big time move of Nino Brown's was in G Money's likeness. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Until G
Yeah.
Money had to go behind we look down at G Money because of course he
He
dabbled
started
in the
smoking it.
he started smoking it. You know what I mean?
Right.
And
Right.
I get it, but you know what I'm saying. The thought
Hmm.
process of it all is basically like, yo, Nino took his idea. Nino wanted his bitch. Nino
Hmm.
wound up eventually taking his life. And we're
Yeah.
not going to sit here and say, G Money didn't do some things, but what did Nino sacrifice? Keisha got killed on Nino's,
Yeah.
reckless, decision making.
But Nino
Dunner
didn't give a
man
fuck
got
about that. That
killed.
nigga, that Nino didn't give a
He
fuck
didn't
about that. That nigga
care.
he took the little girl as the shield.
Exactly. So you know what I'm saying? It's like,
Right.
Nino was this maniacal,
And see, that's how you
this
know you
guy.
gotta be really into your shit. You feel what I'm saying? You gotta be
Yeah,
really into your shit. Cause you know how many times,
yeah.
first of all, shout out to the parents that didn't give a shit about us. Because why
Because
why were we watching
we
this
was
shit?
knee deep in these movies.
Why was we watching
Exactly.
this shit as many times we was watching
And,
it? You
and
feel
and
me?
now these movies are like they shaped our
Engraved.
lives, kind of, brother. Yeah.
Engraved.
Yes.
Engraved in our
Yeah.
minds, bro.
We know I'm talking movie quotes. I'm talking
If
all
you
that shit.
say
I'm
sit your
I'm
five
part of
dollar
that.
ass down before I make change,
Niggas
niggas
know.
already
Niggas
know.
know. And look at what it's done for black cinema and
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
culture,
Yep.
actors after that, you know what I'm saying? They reenact Martin, reenact the scene. And it's
When
like,
I
yo,
tell
we
you
loved
that
it.
is my
We loved it.
favorite fucking Martin
Yeah.
scene.
I swear to God,
I was
bro.
talking to somebody else too about this too, and I think I might have even said it on one of the other interviews. But why I was watching Martin, and I had watched
Yeah.
the whole seasons all the way until you get up to
Yes.
the fifth
Shout out
season.
to Martin, man. Yeah.
Love it to death.
Yeah.
When you get to the fifth season, yo, you can feel that change. That shift
Yeah.
happens It's like from the opening first part of the episode. You're like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, this when all the shit happened. Like I've
Yeah.
been laughing for 4 seasons, watching these 4 seasons
Yeah.
back to back, and I'm like, damn. And then 5 hits you, and you like,
The
oh fuck,
controversy, the
the
Gina
controversy, the
shit,
bullshit, Gina
her
shit.
being
Yeah, you just
gone.
like,
Yeah. And it's like
yeah,
once you hear everything, it's like you see it, like you say, yeah, you can feel it. You know what I'm saying?
you can
Just
feel
like
it.
James died. You know what I'm saying? Good
My
times,
God, today,
good
my
times
God,
wasn't the
today.
same. You know what I'm saying?
It was
It was
not.
just
It was
it was
not.
different. Yeah,
It
it
became the
was
Bologna show
different.
at that point.
Yeah, yeah. Because I think JJ and the moms had some shit too, bro.
Well,
Like
not only that,
they didn't they ain't
actually
like each
Florida
other or
Evans,
something.
yeah, they didn't, but Florida Evans actually
Yeah.
pushed for there to be a James Evans period.
Ah,
Because they were
okay.
like, do not put this woman on a black woman on TV
Ah,
without a
yeah.
husband.
You
You know what
right.
I'm
You
saying?
right. Yup. Yeah. And
Yeah.
then I was looking at that. They were saying that, you know what I'm saying, how they was trying to make JJ come off like he was just this dumb,
Yeah.
colorful, clown. And,
Yeah. Yeah.
Florida was just like, nah, yo, this show is supposed to be more of the struggle and y'all glorifying, his clown actions. And here it is, this young kid, JJ
Right.
Evans, just you know, um, trying to make a name for himself. Like, this
Yeah.
is big for me. And then I could see where that would, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I
I mean,
could
because
see how that
we
shit had a
always
lot of craziness.
we as creatives always had to fight for our seat at the table,
Yeah,
and that was them fighting for the seat at the table before
yeah,
we ever thought about doing anything. You know what I'm saying? And you're
that's
just
a
like,
fact.
oh
Yeah,
shit, they
yeah,
really did
yeah,
fight for us to say, yo, this has to be that level of representation, and
yeah,
the representation in black needs to be representation in black.
yeah,
Period.
yeah.
Across the
That's a
board,
fact.
my
Yeah,
black ain't your black ain't my black, but at the end of the
yeah.
day, it's all black.
It's all
It's all
black.
black.
It's
You
all
know what I'm
black.
saying?
Yup, for real. And that's and that, you know what I'm saying? That's the 360 degree of, the movie watching, and
Yeah.
how the, and how these cult classics, spill over into the music and the skits, and it tells our story and our perspective of,
Right.
things of that nature. So it all connects. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? It all connects. Yeah.
Speaking of which, a lot of your albums often feel like very cinematic. They got skits, sound bites,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
street imagery. How do you
Yeah.
approach building that kind of atmosphere, and how do you shape that into that world?
Well, what I do is, you know what I'm saying, as far every album or everything has its own theme. I always try to keep it Baltimore in some weird way. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because I'm from Baltimore, but I want wherever you're from to relate. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So
Yeah.
I want to speak in a language the ways though, no matter where you're from, it's
Is where
basically
you
the
at?
nigga. It's the nigga news. So, the
Hmm.
nigga news could travel from fucking Wichita to motherfucking Washington. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? But it's the only thing that changes in the nigga news is the slang you're telling it in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
just like, I really try to keep it Baltimore, but everything has a theme to it, and everything it's like movie scores. So we sit down and we compile the music, and it's all in what story do we want to tell with this music? And sometimes if I come up with the theme prior to composing this shit, it's like, all right, now I have something to write toward. But on
Hmm.
those in betweens, I don't want to stop writing. So I keep writing, I keep my creative juices flowing, and then we'll come back like, yo, these songs say something.
Right.
And how you got DVDs that are broken down into chapters and shit, and it's like
Hmm.
chapter one was this part and that part. So then, what I'm saying, the songs get comprised up into little kind of like scenes of a movie, and then we just put it
Right.
together. Yeah.
I love that.
And
I love that. I
yeah,
love
oh
that.
man, I think the experience of making the music
Hmm.
is for the artist. the
Yeah.
music, the music and the projects and that energy is for the people.
Yes.
Because by the
That is
time you
actually
get it, you can
yeah.
take what you want from it. But
That is
we've been
actually
there. We've already, yeah.
that's actually a Prince quote, actually. So
Oh, it is.
Prince once said that the art is for and I'm paraphrasing, but the art is for the artist, and then once it
Yeah,
is to the world, it's no longer for you as an
yeah,
artist.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And Prince was a genius. And
Mhm.
the more we delve into his significance
In the music
into
business.
the music business,
Yeah.
the independent part of it.
Yeah.
If Prince fought against the machine. He
That
he
nigga
he wasn't.
told niggas, he said, hey,
Yeah,
hey, I can't fuck with you if you ain't got your own masters.
bro. Here
Like,
the
what?
see, and the whole world is looking at this nigga. You know what I mean? Don't get it twisted. Like, oh yeah, man, you wore outfits with his ass cheeks out.
Yeah, yeah, no,
So
shit
like, all
happens.
right, yeah, that's
Shit
one
happens.
thing, bro. But bro, that nigga was on shit. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah.
Especially with grooming, not grooming, especially with opening, embracing. I want to say that embracing new
Hmm.
artists that was coming in, the Alicia Keys and the
Yeah.
Nas's, because
Yeah.
they went to Prince and he said, "Nah, yo, we won't work until you step your game up."
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And
Yeah.
bro, he said it. He said it clear and concise. How
Hmm.
how they took it is how they took it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? He ain't sugarcoat shit. Nah, yo,
Nope.
get your business right and then come back and fuck with me.
I
Cause you're
forgot what artist he said, but he was like, it was somebody else in that vein, and he was like, yo, if you don't have your masters, I can't fuck with you.
Yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah.
ain't nothing I can
I
do for you
think it was like
because
Alicia.
you
I think it
can't.
was like Alicia Keys. I think
It
I
might
don't
have
know.
been, but it's very much so like this. It's like, yo, I can't. It's like if you around a nigga and you like, yo, if you ain't got a job, nigga, I really can't fuck with you because I can't be out all night doing the dumb shit.
Right,
You know what I'm
right.
saying?
You know what I'm
And
saying?
and
And
oh,
and
and
I'm
out here
like
and
that
not
with.
getting paid for the shit. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm moving with a crew. I'm moving with a crew of guys right now, and it's like, you know what I'm saying? The main thing is, you know, I see the hustle in niggas. So it's
yeah,
just like, bro, if you ain't out here trying to get that shit for yourself, like, don't expect anything. Like, don't expect. We're men. We're men, bro. So
right,
to have
right.
to depend on a man is one thing. You know what I'm saying? But to want to
Which
go
is
out here and get it
killer for
yourself, that's
ego.
what I want to. Yeah, I want to be. I want to be around like-minded people. And
Right.
like one of the darkest clouds that that loomed over my head was when I was trying to get my name out there, and I was behind the entity that was just like, yeah, all right, wait, okay,
Mm,
wait, this guy, we're
hmm.
putting this guy in position. Yeah, you wait. All right, yo, we're
Hmm.
doing this guy, and then just utter failures. You know what I'm saying? Utter
But
failures, and I'm
But
like,
it's
I'm not where
sad
I'm supposed to
because
be.
but you know what the okay, here's the crazy shit. I'm gonna say this. It is sad that the business was always like that. Always has been like that. It's
Yeah,
always, oh,
yeah,
we'll push the
yeah,
young hot shit or whatever the new shit is,
yeah,
or this
yeah.
doesn't fit this
Niggas wasn't
demographic.
hot.
It is what it is.
Niggas
And
wasn't.
and
Niggas wasn't
and it
hot, bro.
happens a lot. But I want you to understand that it was never a fucking failure because their rejection
Hmm.
is God's protection. You know what I'm
There you
saying to you?
go.
So
Yeah,
the moment
yeah,
that happens, oh, it's
right.
supposed to happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And granted,
yeah,
in the moment, it feels like shit. We don't look at it that way, but it
right.
is. You know what I'm saying to you? Like, yo,
Yeah,
me
yeah,
taking a step back for a while. That was God's
yeah.
protection. I needed to do things.
That's
There were other
fire.
things that had to happen in my life in order for me
I
to be
needed
back
to hear
here.
that. I needed to
You know
hear
what I
that
mean?
too because
No,
yeah,
that's
my the
real,
and
real shit.
yeah, I
Mhm.
take I take that I take that very personally. You know what I'm saying? And I
Yeah.
just my running and shit, and just I knew at a certain time I wasn't ready, but you know what I'm saying. That's why I didn't grow bitter too.
Yeah.
I learned from their mistakes and watching a lot of their mistakes unfold in my face. So it's just on
Hmm.
some shit like, oh shit, y'all did it like that. I would have did it like this. Y'all did it like that. I would have did it like this. And this is the early Baltimore when,
Right.
for the Baltimore artists, at one point in time, like having your rap get you to New York was a big thing.
It was a big
You
thing. It
know, it
was a
was a
huge
big
thing.
thing. I'm in
Yeah.
New York for my rapping. That was big, bro.
Yeah.
And this is when artists were chasing contracts and signing the deals and not knowing that, that was the ultimate trap. You know what I
Oh my
mean? But
god, it was
but we
so
were we were
bad.
young, we were young niggas and we didn't know that that was very detrimental to,
Yeah,
your freedom of letting your art do what you wanted to do with
because
it. And
what
it
I
was just
think
like
what
I saw that.
the
Yeah.
big three at the time
Mhm.
had to be like you wanted to be on Def Jam, Bad Boy, or like Rough Riders at the
Oh
time.
my
Like
God, yes, yo.
you know what I'm
Yes.
saying? Like at the
Yeah,
time.
man.
And
And
then
you and look,
that, but what we didn't know on the backside was the subsidiaries, which were Sony and Columbia
yeah. Yeah.
and Viacom and so on and so forth, which you don't
Yeah.
realize are on the back end of
Yeah.
like all of those labels. Or if you were even if you weren't an R&B artist, because that was wild because Outkast was on there, but you wanted to be on LaFace Records and all of that shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, but
But push the fast forward button and look at like the dynasty, bro. Look at
yeah,
Rockefeller and what they're going through right
right,
in front of our
right,
faces, bro.
right,
These guys, these guys made a lot of money together, like unbelievable amounts of
yeah,
money together.
yeah.
That we could only dream of. And then I mean, I looked up to these guys, but here they are, the real them and what's really unfolding. They look like clowns, bro. Like they
Okay,
look like
okay. I'm
clowns on
glad. I
the
was
on
waiting
the
for somebody
you
to
know what I'm
say it.
saying?
Okay,
They look
because
like clowns, bro.
it's
You know what I mean? It's like,
for
damn,
me it's Dame. For me it's Dame, and I understood Dame's position to be
yeah,
was the muscle. You feel what I'm saying to you? Where
yeah,
Jay kind
yeah,
of played that background and was a
yeah,
smooth criminal for what it's worth.
yeah, yeah,
but there is a level of men, or where we are as men,
Yeah.
that
Right.
gets trapped into that
Mhm.
bullshit of like where they were in yesteryear. You feel what I'm saying to
Yeah.
you? So that interview that we watched on the Breakfast Club, that was
Yeah.
actually him being trapped in his yesteryear. Cause like,
Yeah.
yo, when they come back and they was like, yo, he's not buying Revolt. Like Revolt's like Revolt
Yeah.
comes to the Breakfast Club and tells you that he's not. That's him bossing up in his yesteryear and still wanting to be
Yeah.
in this
And see,
transparent level, and it's not happening. It's just not.
and I don't wanna waste a lot of time on these guys.
No, we
But
not.
they no,
I'm
yeah,
good, but you
yeah,
bought it
I
there.
love it. I love it because we could. I only say that because we could go all night with this subject
Right,
alone. Because
right.
the entity of niggas you got. Let's take mogul. Let's take superstar away from it. Dame is the nigga that you need in your crew.
He is
He put he
100%.
put niggas he put niggas on.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He put niggas in position.
Mm-hmm.
Baltimore doesn't have that. We don't
Right.
have that. So to see that there's a nigga that says, nah, yo, this kid is hot.
Yeah.
I don't care how much clout is behind him. He needs to be in the studio doing something. That's Dame.
Because remember,
That
in that era we
mentality
only
doesn't exist at all.
right in that era. Remember, we only had two. It was either Dame or Irv. That's it.
Yeah, yeah.
That's it.
And
Like
then
you
you
only
have
had two.
then you have Jay. Then you have Jay, the
Yeah.
motherfucker, the Nino. Okay, yo,
Yeah.
that's a dope idea that you just said about Kanye.
Yeah.
Blow him up, and I'm gonna take him. And I'm gonna take him
Yes.
from him.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Which yes. So Jay was the Nino Brown.
Jay
Jay
is the Nino Brown.
Jay is the Nino Brown.
You
Damn.
know what I'm saying? Jay is the
Damn.
Nino Brown. You know what I'm
Damn.
saying? That's
Who
a
would have
dope
thought?
idea that you had with that.
I
And in fact,
never I
s-
never thought of it like that. I
Rockefeller,
never thought of it like that.
Rockefeller. Look at Rockefeller. All
Wow.
right. Jay has the money to say, all right, yo, just sell me your third 3% or whatever percent that they
Right.
just sell me your percent of Rockefeller and we gonna be good. And he's like,
Yeah.
No, nigga, this is all I have to stand on. You know what I'm saying? Putting
Wow.
money and putting all of this shit into position to put a guy in position is the street way to do things. I
Right.
see the next
Exactly.
cat up. You are the corporate leech. You know what I'm saying? You've turned into this corporate leech to where as though you're trying to do these things, you're trying to do those things to impress the suits
Yeah.
that you lost the morals.
Yeah.
Took Kanye, it's bro, I don't want to get into that
No, I
because
mean,
it's
the
big. That
the
monster is
big
big, bro.
no, it really is, and
Yeah,
I have never ever until now looked
yeah.
at the fact
Mhm.
that Jay is Nino Brown. Like I
It's
never
Nino.
thought about that. But you're not
It's
wrong.
Nino.
You're absolutely
It's
not wrong.
always a
You know what I'm saying?
Nino. And
There's
and
always a
for the
Nino.
world to think,
Wow,
and for the world to
that's
think, okay, when you're
crazy.
that big of an artist or a mogul, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if you've delved into the Rock Nation the dark side of Rock Nation.
Let me tell you something. I've been down a very dark rabbit hole on YouTube. So
Dame
yes.
Dash, Dame Dash is not a people want to say broke. If Dame Dash is broke, what are we? Number one.
We're in hell.
I wanna be Dame Dash
Dash
broke.
broke. Right.
Give
Right.
me
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
and I leave all this shit alone. I'll consider myself successful.
Yeah,
But
yeah, yeah.
the taxes, and all of the shit that Dame has been through
Yeah,
are not bad decision making on his part. This is an
yeah.
entity. The cancel culture has been around. And when we say Kanye, we forgetting the Kevin Harts,
Mhm.
Kanye, Kevin Hart, Beans, Cam.
Mhm.
These are billionaires. There's no reason if this one man put that many billionaires into position that
Yeah,
man should be where he's at.
yeah, yeah.
That's it.
That's true.
Let's yeah.
No, that's
That's
true. That's
because
true.
that's a
That's true.
touchy situation. That's a
It,
touchy
it, it is. It is.
situation.
It
You
is.
know what
And
I
it's
mean?
hard.
Yeah.
It is difficult. It is difficult. Like I don't. I know that we have to like really tread lightly in that,
Yeah.
but it
Yeah.
is. It is
Because
one of
this
those
is
things.
media. Because
No,
this
no,
is
it is.
media. You
It
know what I
is.
mean?
And
And you see,
in
he's suing
addition,
everybody.
I
He's
don't. I don't
suing
want it. Okay,
everybody.
because
Right.
these
I
niggas
think
is
he
going
just sued
in.
Pam. He just sued the fucking
And look,
Breakfast
hold that
Club.
thought. Hold that thought. Everything that you have heard around here today is alleged. It's all
Yeah.
alleged. It's all alleged. Okay. Allegedly, Jay
These are
Royale is here.
facts.
Alleged
These
Young
are
Smoove
facts.
is here.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah. It's
alleged.
all
Okay,
yeah.
because I
And in
don't
fact,
sue me. I don't even have no
we
money
have
for you to sue.
we have a song called "The Alleged," yo, featuring Willie the Kid. You know what I'm saying? That's a
Right.
great segue. Great segue.
Great
Check out
segue.
"The
Speaking of which,
Alleged."
yes, you've worked
Yeah.
with legends like Coogee Rap about fucking with
Yes, I
that.
love
Okay.
that. I love that. Yeah, yeah, great. You're
Havoc,
doing
Styles
great.
P, Skyzoo. Not doing this. Okay. What's one lesson you taken from the collaborations with them? Like, what's one lesson you taken collaborate from the collaborations of the greats?
Listen. I will always listen. Listen.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? Always listen, bro. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
The answers are highlighted. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And it's just like, yeah, you got your moms, you got your older folks, you got your OGs, and they're not telling you shit to impress you. They're telling you shit from a perspective of what they've been through. So
Yeah.
you know what I mean? It's like the craziest thing I've sat in small rooms. New York is a lot of small rooms. They
It
tight,
is
bro.
very much so. Very much
But
so.
the entities that are inside these small rooms are gigantic. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So it's like knowing how to play your part and picking and choosing when you wanna, jump into the fold is
Hmm.
it could be vital to your next three moves. So it's like, man, knowing how to shut the fuck up, bro. Knowing how to
Yeah.
shut the fuck up
Yeah.
and let the professionals do what they're there to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And knowing how to give your input and things of that nature because
And
it's like,
this is the one time. This is the one time in life that this phrase works. Is as a kid, we were
yeah,
told to be no wait
yeah,
to be seen and not heard.
yeah, yeah,
And that is the
exactly,
one time that
exactly, yeah,
that shit works. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying to you? Because it's like
yeah,
if you can be in a room and you're in a room with the greats, if you're seen but you're not
yeah,
heard for a minute, and then they're like, "Hey,
yeah.
yo, what you think of da 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 da?" Then that's your time to jump in because now you're observing
That's
and
a
and
fact.
you've heard
Yeah.
everything. Yeah. And
And
speaking of the greats,
my thing is
yeah,
go ahead. You go ahead.
no. So speaking of the greats, though, you on Jack for the City, you tapped in with Havoc Tech and Big Noy. How did
Yeah.
those collaborations come together?
Well, the have thing was a situation. Have that's the second joint that I did with Have. I got a video with him called The
Hmm.
Wise and Lock Kid. He was actually on my Criminal Discourse album before we dropped Jack for the City. And a whole thing was supposed to come out of that. And just like we said, man, it's divine timing.
Yeah.
It didn't pan out how I thought it was with like contract. We bonded contractually, you know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
it would have been great. It would have been crazy phenomenal for a Baltimore artist like myself. But it only told me to work harder, you know what I'm saying? Because
Hmm.
like yeah, we inked the situation, but it wasn't a deal. It was a partnership because you know what I mean. I felt like, bro, I'm too big to be somebody's artist,
Yeah.
and
Yeah. Yeah.
we inked a partnership. And you know what I'm saying? Right after we inked that partnership, the entity Mob Deep, so we lost Prodigy, yeah,
Hmm.
and then Kanye had came and Havoc produced on Kanye shit, so they had to tend to that. Then
Yeah.
it was a would be Meth and Havoc situation. I don't know what the situation is
What
with
became
that.
of that? Yeah.
Yeah, and then they're telling us, okay, so if you sign this today, we wouldn't get around to you for a year. And that I was cool. I don't give a fuck. That just told me I have to 365 days. I gotta put in my work to let these niggas know, to keep reminding these niggas y'all
Hmm.
made the best choice. So the
Yeah.
output just, me and my team, the way we were outputting music, we tried to step it up, and we doubled and tripled the output of the music, and still nothing came out of it. So
Mm.
with my team already being in gear, it's
Hmm.
like, all right, well, that didn't happen. But bro, the output of music has everybody waiting for the next thing
The
and
next thing,
keep
right?
going. And
Right.
I'm like, yeah, because even though that didn't work, the payout on how we were, feeding the algorithm
Right.
work. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
yes, but working with Havoc, then came Noy, you know what I'm saying, and Big Twin from Queensbridge. He's a good friend of ours. You know what I'm saying, and we work with Tech from the Cocoa Bees. We did a video with him in Brooklyn outside of Static Selector shit.
Come on,
Um,
Static Selector.
yeah,
I know
bro.
that's right.
All of these, a lot of people feel like, I think it's just email and money, and a lot
Yeah.
of it, like 75 to 85% of it, is word of mouth. Like I woke up one morning and Ghostface followed me, bro, off
Yeah.
of a freestyle. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Ghost followed me and Raekwon commented on it, and we had like a small exchange on the inbox tip. And I'm
Like,
like,
how
damn,
does
like,
that
yo, this
feel
is
though? Like,
this is
how
my
does that feel
life,
that
bro.
to have the greats? Like, do you feel more pressure or do you feel more freedom when you work alongside the golden era of hip hop?
Well, I it's a uncanny feeling, bro.
Yeah.
It's it's a feeling to where it's like, why would I argue with, the artists that aren't putting out music, or
Yeah.
like, why would I be crashing out about lists that I haven't made when I'm in conversation with
The
the
architect.
reason the niggas that made you want to rap. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So it's a
Hmm.
weird feeling, but at the same token, it's just like, nah, bro. I consider those exchanges like these are my new rap peers, and
Yes. Yes.
these are the guys. You know what I'm saying? It's JV and it's
Hmm.
varsity. You
Hmm.
know, and whether or not I want to try out and I want to make the varsity
The
team.
city
Who wouldn't?
team.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I want to
Right.
play. I want to play
Right.
for the varsity team.
Yeah.
I want to put up some numbers varsity, so then them scouts could come and sit in those stands. Like, yo, who's
Right.
this
So
kid
you could
putting
be
up
fucking
these numbers with the
D1.
pros? There you go. You know what I'm
So
saying?
you can be
So
D1. Right.
it's a
Yeah.
no brainer. You know what I
Right.
mean? So
Yeah.
I feel like if they are aware, it's not about how nice you are. It's about who the fuck you can convince.
Yeah.
Nigga, if you sat in front of, you know what I mean,
And you know, New York
New
niggas are
York,
hard niggas to convince.
Baltimore is worse.
That too. That too.
I'm
That
from
too. I
Baltimore.
agree with. I agree with that. I
Baltimore
agree
is
with that.
worse. So if I can make some noise in my city, you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Be
Yeah.
good, bad, or indifferent. And
Yeah.
I think that's what motherfuckers hold on to. What motherfuckers they want to be famous here.
Yeah.
No, give me the barbershop talk on whose verse you think. As long as they talking, that's all a
Yeah.
real nigga need.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I
And
mean? As long as
it's
they
funny because
talking,
you are
I'm
not
trying
the
to
only
impress
one.
one of them.
You're not the only one to say that. You're not the only one to say
Yeah,
that. Like
it's
everybody else
real.
is like, I don't want to just be Baltimore famous.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
and that this if it if you're from Baltimore,
Hmm.
you've seen it's the same song and dance. To be Baltimore famous is more dangerous
Yeah.
than
Very
it
much so.
is than it is
Very much.
cool or
Yeah.
anything. Nigga,
Hmm.
you know what I'm saying? They want to rob. They want to show you up. They want to
Yeah.
prove that you're not that nigga.
Yeah.
You didn't become prey, bro. And you know what I'm
Yep.
saying? It's like I don't want to at a young age. I felt like I was time enough for that shit. I don't give a fuck what come with this shit. Niggas can try it
Right.
if they want. Nah,
Right.
bro, I'm not giving it up like that no more. It's like, nigga, I'm off
Fuck
the
that.
way.
I'm
You
old
can have
now.
that. Exactly. Nah, I ain't say that. You said
Fuck that. Okay.
I'm
I wake up, these
wise.
goddamn
Yeah,
knees
I'm
hurt. I'm
wise.
old now. I'm not fighting with y'all niggas. Fuck that.
There you
It's
go.
too
Right.
much. Shit, I got
But
shit to
yeah,
do.
man,
I
I'm
got
not
real world bills out this
I'm
bitch.
not a
I'm not
YN
doing
no
that.
more. Yeah, I'm
Fuck all
not.
that.
Yeah, we
That's
raising kings, bro. We raise. I'm
as we
raising a
should.
child. Yeah, man.
Right.
And it's
You know
like,
what I mean?
yeah, things have changed, and now we're more privy. I would hope we're
Yeah.
more privy of what we're capable of becoming this independent entity.
Yeah.
You know, we could throw some LLCs behind that shit. We could
Hmm.
throw, some platforms behind this, and we could have a well-oiled machine going.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? The ways
Yeah.
though we could get small income until something until
Larger.
something attaches to that and
Yeah.
and blows everything out of the water. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We could,
For sure. For sure.
yeah,
And I think
it could happen.
one of the things that was really big, and that's even myself included, is ego. It's like
Oh yeah,
we are this city is so ego driven. It's like who you know, how you know what the looks are, and who, like, why you not dancing in the video, why you not making this kind of music, this, that, and the third. I'm like, but we needed to cultivate years ago. We needed to cultivate a sound that was
yeah,
our own,
yeah,
aside from club music. It's like aside
yeah,
from club music, because club music here, first of all, Jersey, so sorry.
hmm
Philly, I'm so sorry.
yeah,
But club
yeah.
music is a Baltimore thing. Like,
It
I'm
is.
so sorry
It is.
to anybody
It
else.
is.
It is a Baltimore thing. The shit
It
that you
is.
heard, and as a matter of fact, down to the point that Beyonce used Baltimore club music in
Yeah.
Renaissance. You
Yeah.
understand what I'm saying to you?
Yeah.
So
What
that
was the
house
young
music was
lady?
us.
What's the young lady name that did Netflix?
Oh, you talking
I
about
work
TT the artist?
TT the shout out. I got a track with TT the artist and
Hmm.
DDM. It's my brother.
Oh my
You know what I mean?
god.
Yeah,
So
it's my
real
brother.
quick, I definitely had to reach out for the TT the artist interview, but I do have two
Mm,
now. I will have two DDM interviews, which love
yeah.
DDM.
Yeah.
But let me
DDM
tell you
is my
something.
brother. Yeah.
When I tell you that goddamn
Yeah.
ballad to Omar, the ballad
Yeah.
to Omar is my
Different.
shit.
Different.
Yeah.
Different. Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
amazingly
We
different.
we like outside of the hoopla, bro. We
Yeah.
text often. We talk about, you know what I'm saying, like musically and all that shit.
Yeah.
He,
Yeah.
yeah, man, yeah, yeah. That's a good guy, bro.
And
Like,
and 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 we
and musically, he's way beyond. He's in the
Yeah,
future, bro.
musically he's
He's in
beyond.
the future. Yeah,
Politically, like with the
yeah,
Secretary of Shade
yeah,
situation,
yeah.
I get the links every other
Uh,
day.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
and I feel informed.
Something is gonna connect to that guy, and it's gonna skyrocket him
Oh yeah.
in
Oh
more
yeah.
ways than one. And it's already happened a few times. That's why it's like you say, divine timing, and
Yeah.
he's one of
Yeah.
those guys. But
Yeah.
let's bring it back.
Yep.
Club music. TT the artist. TT the artist. I don't think she's a Baltimorean. I think
So
she's
she's
by way
originally a
of.
Floridian. I think she was originally
There you
from
go.
Florida.
Okay,
Right.
okay. There's a moral there. I promise I'm gonna bring it home.
Mhm.
She fell in love with the culture, and
Yep.
she said, "Let me give this a voice,"
Hmm. Hmm.
and she did it successfully.
Right.
Oh, and the Baltimore crowd
Niggas
just
hated,
hated that shit.
hated,
But what they
hated
do? What did they do?
nothing.
What did they do for the sound, bro? She got
Not a
that shit
goddamn
on
thing.
that. I salute Shorty. If you, I don't know if you ever hear this, you know what I mean? TT the
She
artist,
might. She very well might.
she she put a sound and a culture in the public view,
Right.
and that for that moment, she gave it a moment.
Yeah.
She gave it a
And
moment,
not only
and
that, she is a five-time um insecure artist. Like, she's been
yeah.
on the insecure playlist five different
Oh,
times, which
and
was an
she
amazing look.
said her accolades aside.
Right.
nigga, you should know me for this.
Right.
But watch what I do for you. And
Right.
they did all of that. And that if you know what I'm saying, and this is one of those if you know moments. You know what I'm saying? Because this whole thing is if you know, because a lot of people
Yeah.
don't know that whole spiel or whatever. But you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, she did all of that for a culture that she loved
Yeah.
just to receive backlash. And it was like,
Yeah.
why can't
From
y'all
from the
add
from the
on?
niggas that ain't doing shit, to be honest. Keep the shit
Hurt.
100.
It was
But you
hurtful
know
to
what?
watch, bro. It was hurtful to
But we
see,
do
man.
that. We do that from this city quite frequently. And it's
Yeah,
funny that you say that. The other day,
yeah.
I was sitting back and I was listening to Nicki. I'm a huge fan. Don't judge my life.
I don't.
However, however, um,
Let's get
it
into
made me
that though
think.
in a minute. Watch this.
It made me think though. I was like, whatever happened to Keys?
Stop. Keep.
Yeah,
I know what I know. I in my heart of all hearts, I know what happened. But this was before. This before I had any a buzz or anything.
yeah.
Keys had the viral moment
She did. She did.
before
I,
the footwork.
yeah, yeah,
So after the viral moment, it was like, all right, we need an album. All right, you need to be in that studio.
yeah,
All right, you need something else, and they didn't have it.
yeah. And
You know what
I
I'm saying?
always wondered that. I always, and it was. I think like
Yeah.
I
Shout out
might
to
have been
Keys.
on.
She was cute.
I was on my
She was cute to
yeah.
me too, man. Hey, yo, Keys, if you hear this, yo, take Royale.
Yo,
Yeah, man,
but
I'm
it
single.
was funny to me. It
IG.
was
Get
funny to
on
me
me on
because
IG.
I literally
Write something, please.
I think the only reason that I heard it was because I was listening to Itty Bitty Piggy, and then it made me think. I was like, didn't somebody? I was like,
No,
what
Keys
happened to
fuck
Keys?
shit up, bro. Keys
Yeah,
fuck that shit up, bro.
yeah,
And
yeah.
at a
She
young
went hard.
and seeing that, I was like, okay, this is go, you go. And then
Yeah,
it's like after that, Shorty answered back in a weird way. Like she would
yeah,
say hello subs. So you got a response from Nikki.
yeah,
And then it was crickets.
yeah.
And it was crickets, bro. And I was like, no, 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 no.
And not only that, you got to look from Kim.
Yes, yo. Yes.
You got to look from Kim.
So the higher up should have told her.
Yeah,
From
yeah.
from that, she could have had Kim do either a feature. I know that would have cost, and whatever.
No, baby, that would have been a penny, a penny.
Exactly. But
But
let's just say Kim said, I like what you doing, fuck that bitch, and some weird way
yeah,
reposted or had some sort of, you know what I'm saying, dialogue on a skit or something
yeah,
that she could really
yeah,
put out there. Like Kim is back in this because now it's not about people with it's at this very moment, you got to look at your artists. You got to ask yourself, do they have a following or do they have a backing?
yeah.
You know
And
what I
there's a
mean?
big difference. And
Who's
there's a big difference.
backing this motherfucker?
Yep.
And is that all he has? Or she,
Right.
whatever.
Right.
Or is this motherfucker doing what they had to do to create a following?
Mm-hmm.
Because when you're brought into the rap game, they're basically saying, "Oh, you got the look. We could back you and we could create your following."
Mm-hmm.
Or this nigga is nice. He's created a following for himself. How can we get a piece of that money? You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of the fork in the road. But
Yeah.
yeah, I think hold on. We just it's a good conversation because
It's a great
I
conversation.
thought we was somewhere. I thought we was somewhere, but fuck it. Yeah,
That's okay. No, no, no. And let me be clear. This that happens quite frequently, and I think that speaks to
yeah.
who I am. Like if
Mhm.
like I'm that person that I don't. It doesn't have to be as structured. It doesn't have to be as cookie cutter to
Nah,
play
it's
it
just great.
because
Great. Yeah.
shit happens, and
Yeah.
I've had to do shit over again. It's crazy.
Nah,
But
it's
let's
love, bro.
see. Baltimore hip hop is always been raw, but
Yeah.
uh it hasn't always got the shine, which we talked about before. How
Yeah.
do you see the scene evolving right now? Like where do we eventually see it evolving to?
Um,
Like,
that's a good question.
yeah.
I've always since I've started my little would-be rap career, I've always tried to avoid the scene.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even though it's like where I'm from makes me part of the scene.
Yeah.
It, all of my contributions is for the betterment of the scene, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Ultimately. But if it's left up to me, I try to sidestep all of that. I
Yeah.
hope, okay, with it being an indie game, I hope the scene catches up to what's going on immediately.
Yeah.
Immediately.
Yeah.
That jet lag will forever have us in the dark about what's going on in real time. You
And we're
know,
such an artistic city. Like
we
we have
are,
so
we are,
much
we
talent.
are.
It is ridiculous.
Yeah, yeah,
I mean, there are people that just have it in the tip of the pinky finger and can do
yeah,
anything and everything. Like
yeah.
so this is humble brag. But I have written, I have written for other people.
Hmm.
I had a small mixtape in my small rap career.
Hmm.
I've fucking walked fashion shows.
Dope, dope.
I've done the gamut. And then when it came down to this, I put my heart and soul into this. Like I put the
Yeah,
collabs, I changed the dates, stay and make sure I got the right energy all the time for this. Then I'm in the back end doing the editing and so on and so forth.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I so when it doesn't seem like it's moving fast enough, it's because I'm doing all the things and I learned everything. And a lot of it I
Tor
got
the
taught, but
tortoise
I
won
had
the
to
race, bro.
do.
The tortoise
Yeah,
won the race. Yeah,
that's true. That is very true.
tortoise
That
won
is
the
true.
race. While they
Right.
sleeping, you working, bro. And
All the time.
I heard Jay Electronica say some slick shit. And he said,
Hmm.
look at the duck. Look at the duck sitting on water. Now on that water, you
Yeah.
just see the duck calmly sitting.
Calm,
And you
cool, and
think it's just
collected.
the yeah, but underneath
Yeah.
those feet are doing so much to keep that duck down, you know what I mean, moving
Yeah.
and you know what I
Yep.
mean, right there where it
Yep.
needs to be. So be that duck, be
Yep.
those feet, bro. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So it's like
Absolutely.
you look like it may feel like it's not going somewhere, but the work you put into it is the results
Yeah.
you're gonna see. And
Absolutely. And I
believe
love it.
that. You know what I'm saying?
And I love it. And
Yeah.
like I said, I can never get hip hop out of my veins. But speaking
Nah,
of which, you're part of the Umbrella Collective. What makes that crew
let's
different from
go.
any other movement?
It's more it's multicultural. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? You got Mickey Diamonds, Detroit. You got Substance. He's Michigan, and then you got Pro Dillinger. He's in Haverstraw. You know, I'm Baltimore. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Everybody's somewhere. You know what I'm saying? And together, you know what I'm saying? Together, everybody is doing their own thing for the betterment of this squad. You know what I
Right.
mean? And when niggas was outside a lot, going to, you know what I'm saying, New York for the big time shows and all that shit, we'd get together and kill shit, and then it's like off stage, everybody, they go home to their own little and we're trying to figure out how to connect those dots and bring the fellas to Baltimore and then here and then there and shit. But you see
Yeah.
the merch and everybody, is their own entity and they're working, bro. They're working
Hmm.
hard. And it's just like just staying up with, what I'm saying, keeping up with those guys and their work ethic,
Their work ethic.
has
Yeah.
done, yeah, it has done a lot for me. If Daniel's son is Canada, you know what I'm saying? He's in
Damn.
Canada. And
Yeah.
yeah, you've heard, I don't know if Daniel's son and Future Wave is a Canadian
Hmm.
producer,
Hmm.
right big. They, you know what I'm saying? Their catalog is crazy. Now that is spilling over into, Pro Dillinger, Dirt Wave, you know what I'm saying? The Future Wave Pro Dillinger shit. But then you got
Right.
Mickey Diamonds who took the Big Ghost approach. So now he's working with, Big Ghost with production, who is just a whole nother level of the game. And
Right.
he's getting looks from Method Man and and guys of that nature. He's like I say, he's a Detroit artist. So you know what I'm saying. What's big for the team looks like that. You know what I'm saying. But you got to understand, it's like by Pro being the quarterback and Mickey being a running back. You don't know who the
Mhm.
scouts are looking for. So it's like as long as the team is doing what we had to do as a team and repping that motherfucking brand and waving that flag, it's like, somebody if somebody walked through those doors, it's like, hi, yo, the door open, yo, come on, you know
Like
what I mean? That
once
type of
one
thing.
walks through
Yeah.
the door, all walk through the door.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
They got,
yeah,
that's how it is. Cause that's the
I love that.
collective that, I fuck with, you know what I'm saying? And it was
Yeah,
like, it's not like not even on no rap. I link with them, not even on no rap shit. It's like, man, the dude Pro was just always, you know what I'm saying? We would have conversations day in and day out just about the politics of the rap shit,
hmm
who's who and who, shit like that. He like, nah, brother, I need you to, what I mean? I'm like, nah, yo, anything for you, because that's my nigga. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? And I linked with some good guys, man. I went to Cali, LA with Substance. We got some work in, you know what I
hmm
mean? And I'm yeah, yeah. The people are waiting for this big time album, and we talking about putting everything together the right way
I
because we
love
don't
that.
want to.
I love that.
Yeah. We about to get a cameo of my artist. I'm on. Yeah, you good? Give me 5 minutes, my son. I said, well, my LLC is named after Much Media Entertainment. You know what I'm saying?
I
That's
love
my.
that. I love that.
Yeah,
That's so
yeah. So
nice.
everything I do is in his likeness. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
So
right, right,
yeah,
right.
that's where we at.
So
Yeah,
before we wrap it up, you've built a strong discography of gritty conceptual projects. Do you
yeah.
ever see yourself continuing in that lane, or do you want to eventually experiment out and do something a little bit different with your sound?
I feel like I think when I become a household name, if you will,
Hmm
you know what I'm saying? I'm a work in progress, but I'm sitting on three albums. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? It's like right
And are
now
they
I
all
wanna.
conceptually different?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
hmm
Oh yeah.
hmm
They and I feel like at one point in time I didn't think people got it, bro, because it was like
Yeah.
it's not till now that people are kind of handing me these flowers like, nah, yo, we got it. We
hmm
just had, I guess we just had to digest it and you know what I'm saying, get put onto it and run into it. So it's just like at a certain time, I didn't think I was doing things right. I just was like,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm doing what I want, and this is me. You know what I mean? This
Yeah.
is me
Yeah.
being me. So it's like it's been a lot of times where I was discouraged on this shit. Like, yo, I know what I'm doing is not regular, but I didn't think it would fall to deaf if on the deaf ears. And now it's like the more and more, the more and more I really kind of like sit back and wait and not wait, but I just had to reintroduce how we
It, it's
rolled
it's
shit out.
it's like playing. It's just like playing the position. It's just
Yeah,
you the
yeah,
shortstop
yeah,
or whatever. You're just kind of sitting
yeah.
in that for whatever that moment
Right,
is. You know what I
right.
mean? And
Yeah,
and there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. I think that
right.
there 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 has to be a time for a specific type of look. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
like you bring this gritty, raw Griselda kind of situation. If you had to have comparisons to it,
Okay.
that
Yeah.
is still so uniquely. It's so uniquely of a time and an era, but it's always
hmm
continuously moving forward. If that makes sense,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
We was the first niggas that worked with Griselda from Baltimore, bro.
I remember hearing that. I remember hearing
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah. We was the first Benny, all them. I mean, little humble, whatever. But
Let me tell you something. No, no,
yeah,
no, 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 no. You fuck you. Okay. Let me tell you
yeah,
something. You be trying to be on this humble brag bullshit, but
yeah.
there's
I
no humble
mean,
brag,
yeah.
my nigga. I didn't name
It's
motherfucking
not.
greats like fucking Havoc, AZ. You talking about Big L and all shit. Like nigga, then you hit it with the Benny shit. Like yeah, like Benny and shit. No, nigga.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
you did
mean, well,
that. Fuck out of here. Like you did
because
that shit, my nigga.
I I feel like, bro, on I could, but then I don't want to block my blessings. I feel like the novel is still being written, and I
It is.
feel like the opportunities to come if I stay true to my pen, stay true to the art, and
Yeah,
stay transparent to the streets that I'm from and where I'm
sure.
from. I feel like this thing could really get bigger than what it is.
All
Was
of
then
that, all
you
of
know what I'm
that is
saying?
fine and dandy.
Realistically,
Okay, let me tell
yeah.
you something. All of that is fine and dandy. But every now and again, you got to put your dick on the table. Okay,
No,
like,
pause. Hold on.
no, fuck all that. Every now and again, you got to put your dick on the table and tell niggas shit. I done did some real shit out this motherfucker. I done did some real shit out this motherfucker. You feel me? Like the fuck? Like niggas be on this shit like, oh yo, you know, my nigga, I'm just
I
trying to
done
be
did some
humble and
real
shit.
shit, but
Like, oh, like yo, I'm a real nigga, I'm just trying to be humble. No, nigga, you done shit. Fuck out of here.
Mm,
We be on this whole
yeah,
shit
man.
like, oh yo, it's all
We've
good.
been on
Nah,
we've
fuck
been
that.
on a dope run. We've been on a dope run.
Yes,
I do these next conceptual joints are some of my best. You know what I mean?
that's right. Talk that shit.
I have a joint called Woes of the Creator. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? And that's next up. And just the title alone is kind of like a testament of where we going with
where
that.
we
And then
go. Yeah,
I got two more that delved even deeper into, just what we all know and love about the city. It's dope, bro. It's
mhm.
like I kind of feel like the R.L. Stein hip
Oh,
hop or the
come on
Hitchcock and
now.
this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Come
So
on
it's
now.
like,
What the
yeah.
niggas know about R.L. Stein? Okay,
They don't, bro. They
they
don't.
don't
You
know
know what
about
I'm
that. They
saying?
don't
So
know
it's
about
like,
that.
yeah. But
Yeah,
what I'm trying to do is at this point in time, it's no longer for looks. It's really
yeah.
I'm just trying to add on to my catalog, just like well, I think Da Vinci had the blue era, and you know what I'm
Mm,
saying. You know
mhm,
what I'm saying.
mhm, mhm.
When it's my time, and you come into my exhibit, I want the eras to
To match.
connect and make sense. Like, okay, I see that. There you go. You know what I mean? I want
Mhm.
niggas to know, okay, that's what bro was going through, and it shows in his music. And I think that is the evolvement. That is when you know that your music is evolving. I have yet to even talk about heartbreak. I have yet to talk about my
Right,
relationship woes. I have yet to
right.
talk about, a lot. It's a lot that I have to talk about, and it's just like,
Yeah,
man, the ink in my pen is far from empty. So it's just
yeah,
like, as long as you're listening, I'm gonna keep writing. And even if you stop, you know what I
yeah,
mean? I'm gonna have my pen,
yeah. And
you know.
I'm going to keep listening
And
because
thank you. And I thank you for
I am
that. Thank you
always,
for
and
that.
you're
Yeah.
welcome. I am a fan of hip hop. Like what I do is I'm probably going to end up recreating a whole list that consists of
Yeah.
all the artists' music and then put that in as a genre. Like I had one where I had like some of the older stuff of everybody else, but I want to continue to move forward and
Yeah.
always
Yeah.
like put those playlists together. Like that's my love and my passion is always putting a good playlist together. You know, sometimes it's whole albums on the playlist, or it's just like certain songs, but I love it.
I remember. So you say you was a Nicki fan. You listen to Nicki.
Yeah.
How you feel about Doja Cat being the first woman to drop an album that she wrote?
I like Doja. I low key, I'm a
No,
Doja
no,
fan too. I like Doja. I like
I
Doja.
think that made me look at her different. Like I want to
Yeah,
listen to her shit more because it's like
yeah,
in history, bro. Like
yeah.
she's the first woman in history to drop a full length with no writers, and I said
No right.
she deserves all of those flowers, bro. She
Yeah,
deserves that. She
yeah,
deserves
yeah.
that because
So I got
all of
another good
all
question
of the
for you.
women. Yeah, shoot.
Yeah, I got another good question for you before we get out of here. If you
Yeah.
could time travel back to the golden era and cipher with either Nas, AZ, Wu Tang all in the room, what beat are you jumping on to in the middle of that cipher?
Oh shit. That's a very good. That's a very good
That's one of my favorites.
shit. Oh man, fucking Mobb Deep. probably shook ones.
Shook
You
ones. Shook
know,
ones is a good
the
one.
shook
Yep.
ones. Yeah, the shook
Yep.
ones. Shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think Havoc, like, and it's not because Havoc and Big. Yeah, I mean, shout out Havoc. What Havoc did with them fucking beats, bro.
Nigga,
What
do you
Havoc
know
did
what
with them
you
beats,
know? Do you
bro.
want to know what lives rent free in my motherfucking head since we talking about Havoc? I
Shoot,
said this
shoot.
motherfucking win or lose.
When dude, that's
You can
that
hear it.
shit, bro.
You can hear the shit.
Yeah.
All you have to do is say the words win or lose, and you can hear
Uh,
it.
uh,
Yo, you can
Hold
literally
on,
hear
you
it's
sure?
my
You sure
favorite.
that's not? You sure that's how? That's. I think that's an algorithm.
That I mean, that might have been Alchemist that made the beat, but I'm just saying in general, when I think
Yeah,
of
yeah,
Mob Deep,
yeah,
like when I think of Mob Deep,
yeah.
like
I
that,
was
it's
about
my
to say,
favorite
like,
fucking song.
yo, play with that nigga. Alchemist is on a fucking roll right now, but nah,
I cannot wait.
has
I cannot wait.
so
I
yeah.
cannot wait.
Alchemist Badu,
I
Alchemist
can't
is
wait.
wilding,
I
bro.
can't fucking wait,
Alchemist
bro.
is wilding, bro. Yeah, bro.
Bro,
He's
I cannot
wilding,
fucking wait for
son.
that Alchemist Badu shit. You
He's
just don't
getting rid of
know.
everything in his motherfucking database. So
It's gone.
like
Gone.
it's, I swear, bro. So he is
When
very
I tell you, when I
credible.
tell you, I was like,
And you see he's
yeah,
out of the radar. Low
yes,
key. You only
yes,
hear from him when he's promoting something.
yeah.
That man is
No,
everywhere
you know
on
what
the
else I
globe
love
and
about
just
that
out the
though?
way.
I love the fact that they was like, yo, no cell phones in their
Yeah,
concerts that they're doing.
yeah,
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 I love that.
yeah.
I
No,
love that. Let's get back
yeah.
to the art. Let's get back to the
Yeah,
art.
niggas snuck niggas can sneak so
They sneak. They sneak.
Shout out
Yeah.
my dude, yeah.
Yeah.
It was at the Fillmore. They was at the Fillmore. That shit was kind of dope
Oh,
for real. Yeah.
see? All
But
right. So
nah, yeah.
if you were not making music, Jay, what would you be doing today?
Praise to my son. Try try to
Yeah.
jump in somebody's inbox and try to get some ass from somebody's daughter. You know what I'm
I,
saying? Try
and
to
I
be
appreciate the
just
reality. And I appreciate the
yeah,
reality of that.
yeah, Trump
Yeah.
just being a regular degular ass nigga out of everybody way, but in the way at the same time. Arguing
See?
about arguing about rappers that you know what I'm saying? Oh, that nigga can't rap, and here I ain't even rapping. I go, oh, that nigga can't rap. I'd probably be a regular Baltimore nigga hating on everything. You know what I'm
But you know what?
saying?
You know what? It's funny because it's funny though, because the niggas that love rap and love hip hop the way that we do, we sound
Yeah,
like the niggas that love football and don't play football at
the
all.
facts.
Like they do
Super
not.
facts.
They
Yeah.
do not.
Like,
They may
yeah,
have never played
exactly.
football at time of their motherfucking life, but they are
Right.
mad
Yes,
at
yo.
Russell Wilson and
Yeah.
shit for no reason.
Oh
Like
man,
we are
fucking
mad at
Derrick
Lamar
Henry.
Jackson.
Derrick
Right.
Henry, yeah, them niggas lost today, man. God
I
damn.
saw that. I said, you know what? I'm
Yeah,
gonna keep doing what
bro.
I gotta do. Fuck
Yup,
that.
there you
That
go.
is what
They
it is.
gotta get out money. You know how much them niggas get paid to go out there and lose?
Ayo, crazy shit. Let me just say that here's the
Yeah,
thing: a regular rookie
there you
season check,
go.
a regular rookie season check is 900. No, sorry, $9,999.99.
There
I
you
know
go.
this from experience of looking at their checks. Their checks are at least under 10,000. Like that's everything, and
See?
that's after taxes.
Still better than what I'm doing, nigga.
Hey, hey, hey.
I go out that bitch and bake something behind. What we doing? What we doing?
You know what I'm
Cheerleaders,
saying?
oh
Shit.
yeah. But yeah, man, I be regular as shit, bro. I'm
I
from
hear that
East
shit.
Baltimore. I'm from East Baltimore. And you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, that East Baltimore shit is real, bro. You know, shout out to West
Yeah.
Baltimore, but yo, it's like two
It's
monsters, bro. It's like two different
it's
monsters,
different.
bro. It is
that,
way
that
different.
shit
It's
is
way
different.
different. Yeah,
It's very
yeah.
different. It's very different. But
Yeah,
there's no love
I'll be a
lost. Like here's
regular
the thing.
East Baltimore ass nigga.
See, because I gotta say it, because I'm a county nigga. Like for me, I don't have no dog in the fight. I really don't. I'm Baltimore
Yo,
County. I don't have no motherfucking.
the
I don't have
county
no.
got some shit though, yo. Stop playing the county niggas,
We
man.
do, we do,
County
we
niggas,
do.
yo.
I'm just
Yeah,
saying
that Section 8 shit went to the county, bro.
it
I
did.
know parts
It
of
did. I'm right.
Essex niggas ain't going say that shit in front
Nah,
niggas.
Now you know what? Let me tell you
Play
something.
with them if you
I'm ready to
want.
move. Once I get me a few more dollars in my motherfucking pocket, okay, I'm moving where the motherfucking pools and the trees is. Okay, I'm not playing with these
Yeah,
niggas
me
no more.
too. I'm out there, yo. I'll get me out the
Off
way,
shit.
bro. Get
I don't
me
want to be
and
here.
see, and that's the mentality, bro. That's that
Right.
coming up,
Yeah.
coming up. We wasn't on that. Now that we here, it's like, nigga,
Nigga.
give me a yard, bro. Give
And
me
let
a
me tell you something.
yard.
I want a
You
yard,
feel
and I
me?
don't. and I want a rancher with a basement. Like I don't
Yeah.
want all them
I want
fucking
to see
steps.
some
Like,
deer. I want to see some deer. Not them
now I want
little
to see no
West
fucking damn tired
Baltimore
of them
deers
niggas.
that look all sick and shit. Give me some deers with the little white spots on them from time to time that look like
The
look like
freckled
they
deers.
eat good. Shit. Yeah, yo,
Yo,
the Bambi and
I'm
shit,
not doing
nigga.
this. I'm not doing
The,
this with you. I'm not
our
doing this
deers
with
look
you.
like some dogs or something. Yeah, what the fuck?
I'm not
That
like big
shit
ass
look
dogs and
weird as
shit.
fuck.
I'm not doing
Yeah.
this. I am not.
Like
Jay, it has been a
malnourished
motherfucking
forces or
pleasure.
something.
I'm not doing this with you right now. I'm not doing this.
Bro, I'm
So
active,
look,
bro.
tell the
Thank you for
people,
having me. Yeah.
tell the people where they can find you and what you got going
Man,
on next.
album at the album, motherfucking drop at the drop. You can find me on Spotify, YouTube. You can find me on IG, Facebook. J Royale, you said it right there. JAYROYALE. Just put the at in front of that motherfucker and let's get that shit popping, man. For real.
That's true. That's true.
On the music tip, yeah, it's popping, yo. If you see me out on the street, yo, I'm a likable guy, yo. Say, what's up, J Royale? We can have this conversation just like we had a conversation. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I'm a cool guy. I'm laid back. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, yo, you can find me any and everywhere in Baltimore. You know what I'm saying? I'm out the way and I'm all the way in the way. So it's that type
Yo,
of party.
that's the title of the next
Man,
album. Out the way anyway.
shit, how you know it's not? How you know it's
That's
not?
what I'm saying.
See?
I'm putting this shit.
See?
I like
See?
to
You
put it in the ether. I like to put it in the ether.
there you
Yo,
go. You know
you
what
know
I
what I'm
mean?
saying? Y'all niggas stay tuned for more. You know what I'm saying? Y'all already know what it is. It's coming with more podcasts. I appreciate Jay for being here. He's been an amazing guest, and we'll
It's a
definitely talk and
boomerang.
chop it up soon. So I appreciate you,
We
my guy,
active.
my guy. All right, y'all.
Yes, sir.
Peace.
Till the next time. Ah.
All right, y'all. That's it. We done. We out of here. Hope y'all had a good time. Hope y'all enjoyed yourselves. On to the next. So make sure you like, make sure you comment, make sure you subscribe, because y'all already know what it is. We is outside, and that's on period. Yo, thanks so much for all the laughs, but that's all, folks. That's all she wrote. And until next time, y'all already know what I'm gonna do, what I'm gonna say.